Back in the dreaded USSR. Yes, friends. Back once again, trying to figure out this game. It has been bothering me that I was ousted from office after only 1 year in charge last time. So, racking my brains, I have devised a plan. Let me get up the plan. So I'm sticking with my basic neo-Stalinism, but I'm taking it further. This time I want an autarkic economy. That means zero imports, self-sufficiency. So, we're not relying on any imported goods whatsoever. We are self-sufficient. Second, we will intervene. Third, there is going to be zero corruption in the Soviet Union. And in order to cut down on corruption, we are going to have very minimal bribery. No more envelopes for anybody. Zero envelopes. Fourth, there is going to be massive spending on the army, massive spending on the KGB. It's going to be a properly militarized society. So there's going to be as much spending as possible in those two areas. Fifth, the one area I am going to allow myself some bribery is those dastard intellectuals and in the cultural sphere. I think they were part of the reason for my downfall last time. They're happy. So we need to get them on side somehow, and I think just paying them off is the best way. Next, we're going to be focusing on the Middle East in our foreign policy, especially the Arab states. We're going to look at places like Iraq, Afghanistan, Libya, Syria, all of those places. That is going to be my stronghold on, in my backyard, basically. That's, and with an ultimate aim, actually, of annexing those states long term, if that is possible. And then finally, because it was the Conservatives who brought me down last time, I want to crush the Conservatives as early as possible. Let me just get up my phone so I can have a look at the chat. Yes, Alex, bye. Yeah, so we're going to get this up. Now, there may be interruptions here because I'm not alone, but and I could be wrong at any point as well. But anyway, this time I can feel it in my bones. We are going to win. We're going to win. So yeah, there is no corruption in the yeah, that's right. Okay, let me just get up the screen. Okay, hopefully you can all see this. Okay, we can start in 1985. We're going to be, maybe look at change. Okay. Type. Oh, we want full control. Plan system. Maybe we'll just be Romanov again. Conservative neo-Stalinist. How do I cut down on the conservative faction, though? Planned economy, full control of interior. Don't like the idea of Khrushchev. Let's just be Romanov again. Okay, right. Right. Okay. Oh, hold on a minute. Have we forgot something? Romanov. Okay. Don't know what these are. Okay. Yeah, we got it on realistic. It's all good. It's realistic. We're going to be Romanov. Okay, right. First port of call, important. We need to set up our ministry again. It's going to be the same lot as last time, if I can find them. Where are they all? We're going to have taxes on 4%, not 6% this time. We're going to... Oh, no. We don't want to be dependent on oil, so I'm going to try to cut down on oil if we can. Let's just reduce it a little bit. We can get away with 10. Get away with doing a little bit less. Okay, 700 gold. We've got a little bit of debt. We'll just pay that off straight away as we did last time. So there's no debt. Yeah. Where are the ministers? Here we are. Okay. Well, we can't change any of that yet. Let's do the pre-game events. Okay. So the GDR, I'm not going to read through all of these because we did them last time. We're just going to intervene every time. The GDR has got trouble. We're sending in all possible force. Crushed. Okay. Next, problems in Hungary. Intervene with all possible force. Next. Oh, it's this dude who doesn't see God. Yeah, we want to appease the culture, so let's just say let's not violate that. Okay. Czechoslovakia, use the army to restore socialism. Lieberman reform. Shelve it at the right moment, like we said. Okay. Space race. Stop the race. We're not going to go into that. As per last time. Islamic revolution in Iran. Break relations and support. Maybe. Okay, so I'm going to play this differently this time because if you remember, I want to support the Arab states. I want I want to try to make friends with all the Arabs and make them part of the USSR. So I'm going to break relations and support the communists. I want to try to bring about communist revolution in Iran, and down the line, I'll support Saddam Hussein against them if they go to war. Yeah. Anti-Soviet. Yeah. Fine. Vladimir, famous bard. If you remember, criticism is good for the party. We'd just leave him go because he dies anyway. Polish crisis. Intervene with all possible force. Samantha Smith. Same as I did last time. Invite and recruiter. Brilliant. And here we are. Okay. Here we are. We have got to the start. Now, one of the problems we had last time is a lack of science. We had a lack of science. We had too much corruption. So one of the things I want to do first and foremost is, so this is our army and police. This is KGB state mechanism. We're going to increase the spending on all of these. So let's increase KGB to 100. Yeah, we want to put money inside. So here's where we're going to save a lot of money, because I don't want any bribes. No bribes, no bribes. We'll leave the money for the intellectuals. The Republic leaders is the foreign leaders in the rest of the USSR, the individual Soviets. So I'll leave those. State propaganda I'll leave, because we want propaganda, pro leader propaganda. Okay. UN support is gash, so we can cut that in half. We can save some money on diplomatic missions. I can cut down on environmental bullshit. Imports, I want 0. Autarkic economy. Salaries of officials, fight against corruption. Okay. So we want increase the soldiers' living expenses, more weapons and equipment. We want just a shitload into KGB and a shitload into army. We want those strong. Where can I skim more money off this diplomatic stuff? And I want to give it to science. More civil technology, more computerization. There we go. There we go. Right. That is our basic template. Let's see what happens if I do that. More pluralism. Now you've come to power, we must realize there are not enough people within certain reformist views in the party. Okay, so this is where we bring our Stalinists back. We're going to bring back our man, Kosolapov. He's our boy. We'll bring him in. He comes in. Look at that, 73 political PowerPoints. We made a profit of 16. That's good. That's good. Okay, so now KGB is still not loyal enough. It's unfortunate, but let us have a look at these ministers first, shall we? Okay, Stalinists need to get rid of the moderates and the conservatives one by one. So, right, let's have a look. We want our man in here, Kosolapov, in agriculture. Don't want to increase costs. We want our man Budikaya in Budikasha. Okay, we'll put him in. He increases revenue. Chairman of the Council of Ministers. increases the power of conservatives and lowers liberalisation. We don't want him. Promotes conservatives to the Supreme Council. We don't want him. Yeah, we'll keep that dude in. Chairman of the Supreme Council, that's me. Stalin's commissar, Babakov, follows the party line. Strong business executive, increases consumer goods and luxury, increases army strength, increases revenues. I'll keep him. Main Intelligence Directorate. Okay. I want Mikhailov. Committee of State Security. Invokes trait of another party line. Reduces corruption, opposition, liberalisation, and level of freedom. Reduces the level of this dude. He seems the most Stalin-y. Ministry of Defence. Improving soldiers' living. Increases the loyalty of soldiers. No, we want the army strong. Increases the strength and number of the army by reducing its loyalty and relations. We don't want to reduce the loyalty. I think this Yazov, play it safe. Ministry of Internal Affairs. Increases revenues by reducing the loyalty of the republics. That's no good. Increases the loyalty of the Union by increasing costs. Increasing corruption. We don't want that. Strengthens the fight against crime by increasing the liberalisation of mines. Reduces the level of corruption. I think this Vlasov guy. New political thinking. Don't know. We want the China one. Let's have this dude like last time. And Ministry of Industry. Yeah, focus on production. This dude. Okay. Right. So that is... We'll just have a look at the map here. And we're going to go and see what we can do in Iraq. We'll give civil aid to... We'll give military aid to Iraq. We'll give civil aid to Iraq. See what that does. We'll do the same to Syria. We want to bring these two in quickly because they're already under my influence. Afghanistan. Try to pacify it. Send them weapons. Okay. Give weapons to India. Right. What else can we do? Any other Arabic countries we can... Ethiopia's not really... What's this? Libya. Send Gaddafi some money. Yeah. All right, let's leave it there for now. Let's leave it there and see what this does. Second fit, comrade. Now you've come to power, you need to approve of second in command. It's going to be the Stalinist, Kosolopov again. Great. Can't ban the moderates yet. Only 46 power, no profit. Not enough science still. Any excess money I'm going to pump into science when I can. Let's continue. Strategic Defense Initiative. According to our military experts, the name... Yeah. Increase the nuclear program. Fucking let's just do it. Okay. That's giving me some points. Losing me money, though. Let's have a look. Supported in war. What do we need to do? Industry power needs to be above 7. Industry power needs to be above 7. What's my industry power? Where's my industry power? Right, we're okay. Your personal advisor offers to deal with competitors who prevented us from coming to power. Show strength. Lead the party against Grishin. Fuck the Conservatives. Now that we have become the most significant figure in the political arena, we're able to turn around. Proponents of conservatism were defeated or removed from power. And as for our main proponent, we are preparing the possibility of sending him to retirement. That has smashed the Conservatives. That's good. Fuck the Conservatives. Only 7 points of political power. This is no good. Just making sure that hasn't wrecked any of our appointments. Good. Okay, let's continue. Anti-alcohol campaign. Right. Now, last time I did nothing about this. This time, let us increase the prices of the alcohol. Because we see if they drink a lot of vodka in Russia. So let's see if that does anything for us. 50 profit. Look at that. 50 profit. That's good. That's good. It's given us money. And it's given us 50 extra to spend, which we're going to pump into science. Science. Okay, let's continue. Let's detente. Let's beg off. That costs you political points, doesn't it? Damn it. Okay, we just have to continue. Our relations with China are extremely low. The Chinese side decided to test our strength. The forces were sent to the Argon River Looks like they were ready to cross it. Send them gifts and a 5 years loan to cross the river. Fuck's sake. Ah, fuck. That is really, really annoying. Look, 127 that cost. Fuck. Crisis of the services sector. Ah. Oh, this is hard, this game. Look, we've got a little bit of science, though. We've got a little bit of science. Science. Unfortunately, we need money, so we can't do anything there. Shortage of goods. Back in the 60s. Oh. Ah. Okay, we've got some profit. We've got some profit. We've got some science. Let's pump some money into science. We want PCs, friends. We want computers. What's a computer? Eat yourself, fitter. Okay, let us have a look at if we can get... Can we invade Iran? USA has not fallen. Okay. Campaign against racism. We're going to condemn the intervention because we got South Africa on board last time. We'll do the same. Okay, there's more science. More science. CCTV cameras. Let us maintain order. Too much unused money. Spend it. Right. It's going to go on science. Let's continue. Today in South Africa, despite the reactionary policy, blah, 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 we're going to do the same. Hold on. Give them full support. Give them full support. That's what we did last time. Yep. This is good. This is good. Look, we got those science points coming in. We got the political points coming in. We need 300 science to do the next bit. Yes, yes. Yeah, okay. Let's continue. Too much unused money. We're going to pump it into science. I love science. I heckin' love science. Okay. Science is 51. It's going up. Decrystallization. Yes, full restoration of Stalin's image. Thank you. How are we doing? Those moderates are still a problem. Conservatives, still too many of them. We need to increase Stalin power. Science is creeping up. Too much unused money spare. We're going to whack it into science. Nothing is forgotten. This is the Nazi Mengele business. Conduct anti-fascist month. Comrade, our economy has stagnated. We want to... Let's begin acceleration. Our economy has stagnated. Others suggest restore Andropos methods of discipline, which were cancelled by Chernyakov, and the rest think it is a lie, and supporters of this idea should be purged. Yeah, let us do party unity, shall we? Expand import. We don't want to do that. Party unity. The party is being cleansed. I love it. Generals 100, loyalty 100, science 113, profit 21. Boom, boom, boom. Too much unused money. This is more like it. We're rocking and rolling now, fellas. Science. Terrorists or hostages. In our new issue, you can read that an Egyptian plane was recently captured by Americans. The USA claims that it was used to transport terrorists from Egypt to Tunisia. Egyptian government, represented by Mubarak, accused the USA of piracy. Invade Egypt. Invade Egypt. Dirty Egyptian terrorists decide to use force against the world, but their plans were foiled by us. Our brave forces have entered Cairo to support the local communists. What has that done? We now have Egypt. Egypt is a people's democracy, and we've got a back door into filthy Israel. Brilliant. Brilliant. Yes. Yes. Libya has come in to the USSR, I believe. Or they've at least come into Comic-Con. Yes! Syria's come into Comic-Con. Okay. Let's continue. Recruitment. Today, Aldrich Ames, which was recruited in the USA, was sent to the Soviet department of the CIA, which allowed him to get access to the profiles of American spies in the USSR. Aldrich used to drink a lot and get depressed, stating that he is disappointed about the USA foreign politics, but now he can help for a small amount of money. Use him one time. After a one-time payment, Ames provided us with information which helped to strengthen our power in the country. Good. Good. Oh, look, there's science points. Science points. Massive spacecrafts building. Network of spy satellites. Yeah, we'll do that. Continuation of food program. Resolving the agriculture. Yes. Precision weapons. Final technology researching. We need to listen to our military's advice and upgrade our weapons. Yes. Yes. Love science. That detente always takes a big hit. It's a horrible event. Anyway, let's continue. Ecologists are alarmed, and agricultural workers are demanding changes too. Enforce new ecological standards, whatever. Good. Yes. Well, yes. We will get Kashmir. India is leading in the war for Kashmir. You will get fucked up, Pakistan. It is 1986. Right. So the last time, this is where I died. This time, we're here. The next Congress of the CPSU begins. The agenda is the most usual. Attack the moderates. Attack the conservatives. The number of your opponents greatly reduced. Ban the moderates. Right. Brilliant. We've made it into year 2. Let's save. Save. We have saved. Okay. We've made it into year 2. Still not doing well on the political points, but we aren't doing that bad at all. Not bad at all. Don't have any gold reserves. Basically can't change anyone anymore. Stuck with this dream team now. Stability is high, production is good. We're not doing bad. We're not doing bad. Okay. And we've added members to ComCon or whatever it's called. All right. Oil crisis. A regular meeting of OPEC oil ministers was agreed, where the principles of refusing quotas and agreeing prices were confirmed. As a result, oil prices are falling rapidly. These actions were made by the Arab sheiks, Saudi Arabia, and Qatar, under pressure from the USA. Although they deal a strong blow to the OPEC oil-producing countries themselves, we have to respond to this vile blow. With the help of our oil prices, allies slow down the decline. Under this pretext, consolidate the economy more strongly. Yes, we will do that. The oil crisis clearly confirmed the failure of the bet on petrodollars, which Kosygin tried to use to support the Soviet economy. So it is necessary to consolidate all forces in the hands of the state. The work rate and working week have been increased, but the people are very dissatisfied. Good. Economical process. Our budget is depleting. We simply don't have enough money. It puts us in danger of economical collapse. Sell technologies to Americans. Bollocks. This game is hard, friends. It's very hard. Border incident. Relations with China. Oh, fuck off, China. Soldiers arrive in time and quickly destroy the Chinese forces. Magnificent victory. Fuck off. Right. Shortage of goods. MIR station, Manned Research Orbital Complex, which was created thanks to the protection of Romanov. However, 1984 is far behind and a lot has changed. Should we put it in orbit? close the project. That's given us a lot of money back. Pissed off the generals, but it's given us a lot of money back. We've got decent political points. Do we have any science to do? No. Okay. This game is so fucking hard. Why are the generals' loyalty going down? We need to give more money to law and order, I think. So let's give all of the excess money to law and order. So that's 170. See what that does. End of a 5-year plan. Another 5-year plan is going to end, and we think to make demands for a new one. If you think the demands are too low, the country can get more, double the demands. If you think the demands are too high, you can lower them. In other cases, you can let them be the same. Increase the demands. Your order to raise production demands only led to the rise of corruption. Administrative apparatus, okay. We're going to have to cut that money again, aren't we? Bollocks. In 1980, one of the creators of the Soviet H-bomb, Professor Sakharov, was expelled. Now Sakharov sent you a letter in which he promised to focus on scientific work and stop public protests if his wife was allowed to go to Moscow. Will be considered. We can't do anything. Religious education. Can't do anything. Anti-alcohol campaign. What should we do next? Continue the price raising campaign. Okay, we've got some more money. Let's pump it in here and here and here. How's the war for Kashmir going? India is still leading, okay. The colonel from Sverdlov, the distinguished political figure, former First Secretary Sverdlov Provincial Committee, who greatly improved the local housing and supply situation, also obtained the permission to build a local metro. The decisive word is yours. Distinguished political figure, local housing and supply. Yeah, let's take him in the candidates. Come on. Okay. Where is he? Where was that fella? I didn't see him. Where was he? What's that? Didn't see that guy. Where was he? Forgot his name already. What was his name? Was that him? I've already forgotten his name, sadly. Bollocks. Our budget is depleting. Ah, fuck's sake. Oh. Look at that, 113 political points. Look at that, look at that, look at that. We can do stuff with 113 political points, like opening the foreign ministry, like opening other ministries, the finance ministry. Yes. Now we can mess around in here. Good. And we've got profits. We can spend monies here. In fact, maybe we should stick it all in here to see if it will encourage efficiency in the state. I took Yeltsin. It wasn't Yeltsin. No. Border incident. Oh, fuck off, China. I don't understand why that's happening, because I've got the foreign minister in there. Shortage of goods again. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's just impossible, isn't it? Just impossible. How do we get those generals more loyal? Give them some money. The Council of Ministers is offering us to enact a decree about measures for strengthening the fight with unearned income. Some party members are claiming that it is very tough and doesn't correspond to the principles of socialist. Okay. Fully enact the decree. Unearned income. Yes, let us fully enact that decree. There should be no excess profits for greedy capitalist pigs in the USSR. Control over the execution of which was transferred to the party apparatus. While black marketeers and illegal immigrants came under mass raids, petty traders and local artisans were also arrested and sent to labor works. Fantastic. That's good. Good. Any more sciencey stuff I can do? No. Need 300 points to carry on. But we can do stuff in the finance ministry, can't we? So let's do stuff down here. State plan with self-management. Head of state writes laws. Can't do that. Price policy. Total control is fine. Trade policy. Protectionism. 5 years plan. Light industry. I'm happy with all of those. 56-hour work week. In order to increase production, we need to abolish the right to voluntarily dismiss workers. Let the self-realization of the population suffer, but will there be benefits? Yes. Let's do it. Okay. So we've got a little bit of money here, so India is losing. Send weapons to Afghanistan. Bollocks. Comrade Igor Likovich is offering to promote a loyal party member, Comrade Yeltsin, for a post of the first secretary of Moscow. But as Moscow is our preserve, should we intervene? Block Yeltsin. Yeltsin's candidacy has been blocked by our Greek leader, which isn't Boris is not. Okay, so we blocked Yeltsin. That bloody conservatives. How do I make India win? Continuation of detente. The reformists are offering us to arrange a meeting with the US president in Iceland to reach an agreement about the reduction of mid-range and long-range ballistic missiles. The American side also wants to discuss the Afghanistan question. Reject. The Soviet side refused to negotiate. "92 political points. I want to win that Kashmir war. Don't know why our relations with China is so bad. How can I increase our relations with China? Where is our foreign minister? What? See, he's already there. Spies in the embassy. Minister of Foreign Affairs has reported the US government is deporting 25 of our ambassadors, blaming them for espionage. We will not recognize it, or will? Let's deport the American ambassadors. $118 political PowerPoints. Now that should mean that we can open that foreign ministry at long last. Foreign ministry, yes, we have opened it. Now, what are we currently doing? Brezhnev's policy, coexistence. What's Brezhnev? We won't attack, but we won't retreat. Engines are turned on. Let's go up to Brezhnev's policy. Extending of the SDI. According to our intelligence report, the US government has increased financing of the SDI program, that's Star Wars. Now it includes laser and ballistic missiles. Boost production of nuclear weapons. Look, we've got the science. Private business. Reformers suggest to legalize small private businesses in the USSR, which will be represented by artels, cooperatives, etc., while also claiming that there is no exploitation of the people in this sphere. Your decision. Refuse. Declaring that private businesses is an anti-people capitalism, our leader declined the reformer suggestions. Good. Now look at the science. 333. Science. Now what do we want? Civil computing. So re-equipment of special services. The enemy has stopped sleeping. State defenses must be equipped with the best technologies. Civil computing technologies. So far, only scientific, military, and partially administrative. Now we want the KGB to be as strong as possible, so we give the money to the KGB. Yes, yes, yes. And we've got a little bit of money left over, so let's see. India is leading the war in Kashmir again. Yes. So now what? Army strength is 82. I'm not spending a huge amount of money on overseas stuff this time because I feel like that's one of the things that we overspent on last time. But with our military strong, can we just invade anyone? Industry power is above 8. So what is our military power? And where do we see that info? It's all very confusing, isn't it? Where's the info on all of that stuff? Is it here? Somewhere. Thought it was in here somewhere, but pressure on Gorbachev again. I want him gone. Those conservatives are still a problem. Unification of the economy requires no diplomat. In order to improve our economy, we should unite the economies of the CON members. Yes. That's good. What else can we do? International development. Mutual aid between allies. We will stop helping others for free. Free aid for pro-Soviet countries. Can we do that? Mutual aid? Yes. Good. We're going to get some money. Iron Curtain in the WPO limits. Yes. We've got the WPO limits now. That's good. What else can we do? We've unified the ComCon area. We have done the Iron Curtain within the WPO. That's brilliant. We still haven't got a Ministry of the Interior yet. Parasitism fighting. Andropov's great plan. Shame for parasites and make them work. That is, next time we have some points, we're going to do that. And India is winning the war. That's good. Bollocks. I hate detente because it wrecks your profits and it wrecks your political PowerPoints. Now I've got to save money somehow. Oh, bollocks. I'm going to have to cut science for a while. Just cut science for a bit. Okay. Economy has declined. But we've got 34 profits, 6 PowerPoints. Yeah. Okay. $78 PowerPoints. So what we want to do is... Oh, shit. I didn't want to do that. But we are going to take some imports from socialist countries and support comrades. That's not bad. I don't mind. Well, what I really want to do is fight the parasites. Yes. We ideally want to go up there. Okay, we can't do that yet. What's the card system? Economy is control higher than state plan type. The card system. Don't know about that yet. Could be a disaster. Card system, do we think? Press 1 if you think we should implement the card system. I'm a bit scared about it. Should we do that? Press 1 if you think the cards should be introduced, and press 2 if you think we should keep it as is. We've got 1, 1 and 1, 2. Looks like 2s have it. Looks like it's with 2. No, most people don't want to do it. Okay. What else can we do? Can we go up to cruise rev yet? Can't go up to cruise rev. Okay. Still got 48 points. Kashmir is Indian. Yes! 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 Now India is part of Comic-Con. We'll continue sending weapons to the Afghans. Strike the terrorists. No. Why can't we do it? Pakistan is pro-Soviet, or the USA has fallen, or we've got a friendship pact with China. We don't have those things, but fuck you, Pakistan. India is now part of Comic-Con. I'm so happy. That's a huge get, isn't it? Relations are above 90. My relations with China suck, unfortunately. What can I do to get my Chinese relations up? Access to its market. Can't do anything with China. Just bad time with China, unfortunately. What other things can we do here? I mean, how do we get to see who's in Comic-Con? That's my question. This was the screen I was trying to find. Okay. Okay. What can we do now? What else can we do in here? We've unified this economy. We can't go up to Khrushchev's, unfortunately. Can't go up there because we need Khrushchev's. A lot of things are dependent on going to Khrushchev's foreign policy. We're stuck on Brezhnev's. We want to go up this way, not down. No. No, I think imports from socialist countries is not a bad idea at some level. Don't like the look of Gromkyo there. I want him gone. Price of oil is at 18. Just by increasing it a little bit, we can get an extra bit of money from oil. The death of Grishin. Today, after a long illness, one of the previous influential leaders has died. How to respond? Grishin. Yeah, but what was Grishin all about? What was Grishin about? Was Grishin a Stalinist, or was he what type of leader was he? I'm gonna have to look him up. Grishin, USSR. He was a candidate. He was in the USSR. He was succeeded by Boris Yeltsin in one of his roles. He was close to Chenenko. I can't really figure out where he stood in the party. This could be important. Death of Grishin. Just want to know if he was a Stalinist or not. Oh, I can't figure out what to do. Let's just pay tribute to him. Let's pay tribute to him. A solemn funeral being held in Moscow. All newspapers talk about him. Why not? He was a good comrade. Elections in Korea. For the first time in the Republic of Korea, there are elections. Supporters of liberalism among leading candidates, both in foreign and inferior politicians. We can use it, and after secretly aiding them and pressuring North Korea, begin a campaign to restore relations between the two Koreas. It will further aid the election campaign of Kim Dae-jung. So just wait for the results. Roh Tae-woo has won. General of the old hunter gained 35.9% of the votes. 104 power points. Still not enough to open that bloody ministry, though, is it? Conservatives are gaining. Oh, bollocks. How do we find out who's in Comic-Con? That's my question. Who is in Comic-Con? Why doesn't it tell us? Comic-Con, Crisis in the Kremlin. This is a very opaque game. Comic-Con. Crisis in the Kremlin. Comic-Con list. Doesn't really have a list of who's in Comic-Con. I guess once they've joined Comic-Con, there's no chance of them ever joining the USA. Is that right? We've got India. We've got India. We've got. Is it in here? Maybe. Should really list them somewhere, shouldn't it? But it doesn't. In here, maybe? No. Just have to have a look on this map. Libya is in Comic-Con. Egypt is in Comic-Con. Oh, is that it? Is that the... I see, right. This means full member of the USSR. This means a kind of... this is also a full member of the USSR. These are the core territories. This is the central... These are the core... This is the Russian bit. These are the Soviets, or whatever they're called. This is... They're not in Comic-Con. So we've sent some military aid to them. That means in Comic-Con. That there means in Comic-Con. So Iraq is not in Comic-Con. But Syria is. India is. Afghanistan is not. Got it. Vietnam is in Comic-Con. Who else is in Comic-Con? We've just left this alone. Cuba's in Comic-Con. Kind of neglected to look at. South Africa, can they come to Comic-Con? Oh, South Africa's in Comic-Con. Brilliant. Okay, so we've got South Africa in Comic-Con. Burkina Faso is not in Comic-Con. Yeah, we don't want to bother with them yet, I don't think. Iran-Iraq conflict. Here we go. Okay. Yes, that's it. It's Warsaw Pact. So there's 3 levels. Full membership of the USSR, Warsaw Pact, and then Comic-Con is the next rung down. Okay. Iraq, long war between Iran and Iraq has started. USA still haven't reacted. How should we react? We're going to fully support Iraq in the war. Our troops, with the support of local left-wing opposition, along with counterattack Iraqi troops, entered Iran, rapidly took Tehran. Islamic government fell. Power was transferred to the Transitional Council, which formed a government of national unity led by the Mujahideen of the Iranian people. So we've turned Iran communist as a full Comecon member, and we invite Iraq to Comecon. Oh, look at that, one turn of the Iran-Iraq war, and we've got them both in Comecon. Afghanistan is next. There's still a civil war there, but Afghanistan is next. We are doing well in our Middle East strategy. Yemen comes straight into Comecon as well, I think. No. Country has to be united, it says. Okay. Presumably there's a war there at some point. Who else can come into Comecon? Laos. Vietnam is pro-Soviet. Well, Vietnam is fully pro-Soviet, so... Right. De-escalation. The last meeting with the US ambassador has highlighted what Americans are seeking, the way to mutually withdraw both NATO and Warsaw Tract troops from Europe. Should we allude to them, or let's give them false hope. Give them false hope. Yes. Okay, 132 PowerPoints. Not quite enough to open the ministry, but we do have 300 science points to spend. So civil computing technologies. So far, only scientific, military, and partially administrative operations are equipped with personal computers. Expand our range. Yeah, basically giving computers to the civil service. Let's do that. That should massively increase efficiency in the running of the USSR. And things are going swimmingly in the Middle East. We do not have the gold reserve to do the military aid bit. The price of oil is huge at the moment. Can't get it to go. No, it's about right. Okay. We have no inflation and no debt. That's good. Zero inflation. What do you think about that? Burkina Faso. No, I think our next port of call is to try to get these countries into. Unfortunately, we cannot. We can only send them military aid at the minute because we don't have the money to send them civil aid yet. Okay, let's continue then. Prisoner divisions. Afghan war takes too much resources from our state. Some comrades suggest to restore World War II policy, which will allow prisoners to shorten their sentence by serving in the military. Of course, they will be overlooked by the special CSS officers. Yeah, wonderful idea. Some prisoners return from Afghanistan early and injured. The system works, and we could spread additional resources to combat Islamists. The West has already called it a return to bloody Stalinism. Well, good. All right. Yes, we're getting somewhere. We've got 67 control there, but there's still a war. Lots of political points, but unfortunately, not a lot of money. African Che Guevara. Our recent intel states that there will be a coup against Thomas Sankara, who destroyed tribal organization and began vast socialistic reforms. The coup is organized by his partner, Blaise Compaoré, who claims that this policy worsens relations with France and the Ivory Coast. Let's support him. Fuck France. We supported the rebels. Sanko's regime was destroyed, and the country entered our sphere of influence. 153 political points. We're getting there. We're getting there. What was the country that we gained there then? What was that country? We've got Egypt. We've got Libya. What was that? What was that country? We've got South Africa. I didn't see what country that was. Burkina Faso. Well, we've already got Burkina Faso. All right. Significant meeting. The GDR is going to meet with the FGR leader for the first time since 1950. It is not our initiative. Initiate his resignation. The head of the GDR, Comrade Enric Honka, who survived the German concentration camp, has resigned for health reasons. He is already directed on treatment to Moscow, while instead of him, the GDR was headed by a former Stasi minister, Erich Mielke, declared the beginning of a large-scale purge of the party from opportunists and defeatists. Good. 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 Okay. A lot of those political points, but I haven't got anything to do with them. Don't have anything to do with those political points at the moment. We're going to have to... Oh, look! 182, 182, 182, 182. Yes! Right, I'm going to save it here because this is a crucial moment in the game. We can always come back to this moment that we finally got a bloody ministry now. Oh, look, 138. Right, because I'm sick of that ecological disaster business, let's put a little bit of money in the service sector. Where's the ecological bit? Environmental support. Fucking, I'm sick of that event. And now, friends, we pump up law and order. And we pump up state mechanism. Okay. Just as we're going somewhere. Stupid detente business. Just as we were going somewhere. Well, that's very disappointing. We'll pump that back up. Strange, nothing happened today. Never seen that one before. Right, 74 political points. Now we can act in the, right, let us save it here. Here, say, right? Because now we can act in this ministry. Very important. We want to go up there because we don't have, right, we want full control of the army under me. Somehow. Party elitarization and leaderism. We want to get up there. How do we get up there? Head of the state writes laws. Right, that's the first thing we want. How do we do that, though? Party makes laws, but we want the head of the state making laws. Requires leaderism. Okay. Can't do that. You have not only, okay, requires leaderism. How do I get up there then? Head of the state, right? Now, how does this work? Because to get up there, you need head of the states writes the laws. But to get head of the states writes the laws, you need leaderism. Basically impossible. Or okay, so we need more Stalinist power to get that up. Special authority. What's this? Can we do this? Yes. We've moved up there, so that's good. Ban the trade unions. I'd love to do that, but I can't do it until I get leaderism. What have we got at the minute? Secularism. Okay. Got conscription. Persecution of dissidents. We want to get up there. How do we get up to leaderism? That's the question. Head of the state writes laws, and reformers and liberals are banned. Well, we've got that. But we don't have the head of the state writes the laws. Requires leaderism, or the party writes the laws, and the Trotskyists and the Stalinists are the majority. So really what we need is to get rid of these fucking conservatives. But we can militarize the economy. Yes. Economic militarization. Yes, we can do that. That's good. Um, that's a problem. We're never going to get up to Khrushchev's, unfortunately. Are there any Stalinists here I can stick in to increase our power somehow? Want more Stalinists. Everything's quiet again, look. Everything's quiet again. Things are going all right for a while. I don't like the look of that. So, fake federation is formally it is a federation, but in practice the republics are rigidly under control of the center and can make their decisions only at their coordination with it. Let's do that. Want to go up there? Total fighting against religion. Let us stiffen up our ideological control of the country at this point. Total fighting against religion, yeah. Want to get up there. Damn it. Let's see what's going on in the world. We've got Iran, we've got Iraq, we've got Syria, we've got Afghanistan. Not fully. We've got India, though. Our relations with China, suck as always. How's our money going in here? Not well. No. We've got some extra cash, though, to splash around. Let's spend it on heavy industry, light industry, military industrial complex. Nothing happened again. Nothing happened again. They're coming down slowly. They're coming down slowly. Bollocks. All going too well, wasn't it? Okay, we will slash this one. We'll put it back up. And we will increase heavy production, light production. US presidential election, 1988. Okay. Presidential elections are scheduled in the United States of America, and we could try to influence their results. Of course, if the gap between the candidates is too large, we can't do anything. But if not, then we have a chance. The candidates are George Bush, the Republican. So, right, we want Dukakis to win. Okay, we want shithead Dukakis to win. So, make an effort to support Dukakis. Unfortunately, George Bush won. Oh well. And we've lost a shitload of money this turn as well. For reasons unknown. Then we'll stick it back up again. Memoirs of Grand Knaz. Published in the 30s, the memoirs of this figure, Grand Knaz Alexander Romanov, the uncle of Nicholas II, tell about his life. He analyzed the situation looking at the past pragmatically and patriotically, coming to the conclusion that Lenin and the Bolsheviks saved Russia from partition, becoming a Western colony. The memoir ends with his confession of sympathy for the Bolsheviks. After so many words, it's strange that it wasn't published here. Yeah, let's just release that book. Book is available. Good. We've got loyalty. We've got points. We've got rising power. It's all going all right. It's all going all right. What we don't have is money in the gold reserve. Well, we do. I could just give... like that. Oh, fuck off. Uprising 8888. After unsuccessful reforms in suffering from hunger and isolated Burma, mass protests have begun, which grew into uprising. It continues for a year now, and the leader's retirement didn't change much. The army is ready to seize power and restore law and order to the country. Negotiate with the army and support them. After the meeting, a military coup took place in Burma. The new council condemned the former government and declared building of real socialism. Our advisors, together with financial arrived in the country. Where is Burma? Burma is here. Okay. Good. We have them surrounded. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's slowly keep on giving money back to that, and just give money into industry when we can. The Afghan question. Here we are. Some party members are discussing the potential of withdrawal for Soviet troops from Afghanistan. But with the Americans and the Israelis so close to the southern frontier, what's your decision? Increase the military forces in Afghanistan. The Soviet military contingent has increased significantly. Air forces, special forces, and regular army was introduced. The Americans and the whole West called it a military invasion. While our troops continue successful offensive wherever the Islamists are crossing the Afghan border, while others in Pakistan are already well prepared to follow them. Without the destruction of their camps in western Pakistan, this war could turn into an analogue of the Vietnam War. We will crush them. Send them weapons. We will crush them. We will win in Afghanistan. We have got the region surrounded. You think you can win? Get stuffed. Right. Let's just keep on quietly bulking that up, because you can't actually do anything on that world map until you have 400 in the you need 400 in there to do anything. Science is nicely and quietly raising here, but we need 300 to do anything. So army strength has gone down a bit, which I'm a bit concerned about. Let's carry on. Earthquake, catastrophic earthquake. Powerful underground impulses of the first 30 minutes destroyed almost the whole of northern Armenia, which is a territory with a population of 1 million. Even medical facilities were destroyed. The Republic should deal with it on its own. We don't have money. Sorry about that. Black Sea incident. Because of the different measurement methods of the 12-mile zone of our territorial waters, a conflict took place between 2 American and 2 Soviet ships in the Black Sea. Demand an apology from the Americans. The Americans claims they didn't know they were in Soviet waters. We'll just quietly give more money there and continue my policy of just giving more and more money to industry, military. Hold on. 1 second. Hold on. I will return. That was my wizard's apprentice there, who just changed beds. Okay. Supreme Council has guided the high principles which seeks to strengthen peace and friendly relations between the people. The US is reassured for a while. Elections. Comrades are selected, organizing elections in the council. Okay. What are they saying? Our comrades are suggesting to organize elections in the council to elect the party to receive fresh opinions about the situation, give space for a young generation, but also let our people participate in politics, which is a truly Marxist position, as our comrades say. We will punish the revisionists. Today, during another meeting of the CPSU, revisionist actions against Marxist-Leninism were condemned. A new anti-party group was expelled from the CPSU and sent out of Moscow. Good. Good. Those conservatives are still too strong, though. We've got a lot of science. So, there won't be too much good high troops during possible war with imperialists. All these technologies won't save them from nuclear weapons. We need to expand the army. Okay. Modernization of carrier rockets. Our rockets are the best in the world, but perfections know no limits. Empowering of the engine lets them carry more warheads and fake targets. And the possibility of suborbital flight will be a problem for imperialist missile defense. Massive construction of OTH Duga and Dariel. Relocative stations will help us detect missile launches. New virgin oil soil campaign. Under Khrushchev, an attempt was already made to develop virgin and shallow lands in Kazakhstan. These vast territories must be returned to economic circulation, this time gradually and systematically. We must fully use our wealth through our lands. Right, we've got a vote here, friends, basically. It's basically between agriculture, weapons, or nukes. So just write in weapons, nukes, or agriculture. One vote for agriculture. 2 votes for agriculture. 2 votes for nukes. I think it's going to be agriculture. Most people think this is the best idea. So let's do the agriculture. Okay, we've got agriculture. Political opponents. Now that we are rooted in power, thanks to our intelligence service and compromising materials, we can try to remove our remaining political rivals from the top of our Olympus. Yes. Yes. We will attack the conservatives, of course. Conservative supporters were subjected to political pressure using compromising material. Conservative figures are weakening. Yes, Alex boy. And now. You've got to love democracy, because of course this is a democracy. We've done it. We've done it. The head of the state makes the laws. Leaderism is enacted. We have generalissimo. We've done it, friends. We've got it all. We have all of the powers. Full control of the army, full control of the party, full control of the legal apparatus. Well, we're going to have to save it there, aren't we? We did it all. We've got it all in one. That's all it took. The stupid conservatives were stopping us doing what we wanted. And now we have it all. So we will be president for life. We will do that next turn. We want cult of personality. We will do that next. Arts are in the hands of the party. We will do that next. Total persecution of dissidents. We will do that next. Unlimited authority. We will do that next. We will ban trade unions next. Yes, yes, yes. Never been happier. Okay, now all of the other things we want to do. We will ban, more important than that, we will have one country, one folk, and one leader. We will have a total persecution of dissidents. We will have total media control. We will ban trade unions. Yes, yes. What's stopping us doing that? Nothing. Next time. Next time. Nothing can stop us now. Nothing. 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 Tra-la-la. Yes, we're going well. Going well. I'm excited. Border incident. Fuck the Chinese. Right. What else? What else? Stopping us doing that. Leaderism. Science points above 200. Okay. What's stopping us doing that? Republic's loyalty. Unlimited authority. Yes. Arts are in the hands of the party. What's stopping us doing that? Not enough points. Not enough points. The punishing sword of revolution. Today we received a public initiative in a form of a letter. Authors suggested to remember revolutionary times by removing the KGB from the party's control and giving you specifically the right of direct control of it, while also giving the KGB the right to monitor the CPSU members despite their position. They think that this is a way to defeat corruption in bureaucracy. But even if you want it, will you be allowed to pass this initiative? I accept. The KGB will be under my direct control. Suddenly, the KGB gained independence from the party and such rights that everyone was checked and even the highest ranks were purged. Both West and dissident called it the new 1937. But you can't argue with that, can you? You cannot argue with that. Woohoo! And we're going to just slowly try to raise that reserve. Nothing happened today. Funny how that happens, isn't it? 96 political PowerPoints. Let's see what else we can do. What else can we do? That was a dramatic couple of turns, wasn't it? That was dramatic. That was dramatic. We've got the media. We want arts in the hands of the party. We've got it all that we wanted. And now we should be able to military economic machine. Yes, we want a wartime economy. Yes. And how do we get down here? Right, we want Khrushchev's laws. Now, is there anything stopping us doing Khrushchev now? Nothing. No diplomatic relations with the West. Yes. Neo-colonial policy. Yes. Alex boy. Soviet man should know only what we tell him. Lie about foreign states. Yes. Yes. We want direct control over all of the Warsaw Pact states. Yes, Alex boy. Yes. We've done it. High fives all around. We've done it. Even if the USSR falls, we have done it. We have done it. We don't want world revolution. Do you know why? That is disgusting Trotsky's policy. That's Trotsky's policy. We want a neo-colonial policy. Everything is quiet today. And now we've got the above 200 science. So we can rank the ideology as the religion. The official state ideology of the USSR is communism. How do you like them apples? Right, we've got some extra money. Slip it in there. Everything's quiet. Got the hang of this now, haven't we? We've got the hang of this, friends. We've got the hang of it. Soon, when those reserves are up to 400, the world. Now, we've got a lot of... Is there anything else we can do? We've got that, 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 got that, got that. Do we want women in the army? We want to get up there. Leaderism and the head of the party writes the laws. What's stopping us doing it? Or the party writes the laws. Loyalty is above 90. Republic's loyalty is 90. Okay. Loyalty needs to improve. Yeah, we've got all of that stuff now. Got all of this. Oh, let's look. What's this? Secret Geneva Conventions violation. If we want to violate the convention, we should do it secretly so we can evade negative response. Yes, let's do that. That's good. That's good. What else can we do? Any financial things? Let's put the 56-hour work week back in. Let's stop all imports. Now we can introduce the card system. Yes. I'll just save it here, just in case that was a mistake. You can always go back then. Okay. Everything's quiet. Everything's quiet. Oh, yes. Everything's quiet. Still can't ban the Conservatives, sadly. But we have the majority. Soon we will ban the Conservatives. The second face of the country. Over the course of several years of leading the country, your power has increased significantly. Whereas previously you defined a second person based on a narrow framework and related political past hands, now you can approve the one who is more in your interest, if of course you consider it necessary. Yes, it shall be my old friend Kosolopov. He is my Medvedev, essentially. Kosoplov, the director of philosophy, editor-in-chief, a firm opponent of market reforms, previously put forward the theory that there was never developed socialism in the USSR, and the country is only moving towards building socialism, and who is a supporter of Joseph Stalin, is already pushing up people who are loyal to the idea of Stalinism. Look at that. I want you to take a screenshot of that. That. Ha ha. Ha ha. Total spectrum dominance has been achieved. That's what Tony Blair looks at. When Tony Blair looks at the UK, he sees that, basically. Total spectrum dominance. Okay, right. But where's the council? Has that changed anything in here? Well, it means that Yeah, there's him. Let's not change a winning formula, shall we? Democratic movements in Russia. Unhappy Russian citizens, while being provoked by radical opposition, entered the streets with the demand of your retirement as a tyrant and totalitarian. Call an army against the rebels. Soldiers successfully dispersed the crowd, arrested organizers of the protest. Quite right, too. Let's just give that extra money there. Our relations with China are low. Meeting in Beijing. After Mao Zedong's death in 1976, an internal party struggle between the Maoist conservatives and reformers began in China. The latter actually took power in 1978 and proclaimed the beginning of a policy of reform and openness. In 1981, Mao's successor Hua Guofeng was forced to resign as chairman, and the reformer Deng Xiaoping concentrated the actual power in his hands. The new General Secretary of the CPC General Committee, Zhao Zhejiang, who advocates large-scale reform, is also gaining influence. The Chinese government began to move away from Mao's foreign policy. They are already trying to improve relations with the USA and the whole world, striving for international integration. Maybe this is our chance to resolve relations with China. I will go in person to Beijing. It will be historic. I am going personally. You personally went to Beijing, which showed the importance of friendly relations with China for you and the Soviet Union as a whole. At Beijing Capital International Airport, you met with Deng and Zhao and held talks on restoring strong political, economic, and inter-party ties. By mutual consent of the parties, the contacts were established. However, as a result of the talks, you have a strong impression that there are certain contradictions in the Chinese leadership on the further course of reforms. If Zhao Zhejiang is inclined to shift the focus to political issues, Deng believes it is important not to touch politics while continuing economic reforms, and knows how it will end. Chinese relations are still shit, though, aren't they? Just relations are bad. This has been a continuous problem. Okay, just need to get this up to 400. Albanian warming. More than 3 years passed since the death of Enver Hoxha. His friends and family already removed from power, and a warming began in the country in the form of amnesties and an improvement of foreign relations. Go personally and negotiate the return to Comecon. I am now the great statesman on the world stage once more. Ramiz Alia organized organized a war meeting during which Albania already confirmed the restoration of economic and diplomatic relations, the Comecon membership as well, and we gave a loan with a very low interest rate for a very long time. Brilliant. So we get Albania back. There's Albania. That's good. Comecon expanded. Loves me a bit of Comecon, simple as. Okay. Cambodia. Despite the fact that the new pro-Vietnamese socialistic government in Cambodia is less authoritarian, doesn't use bloody purges unlike the overthrown Khmers, the social conditions of the country are better than when it was ruled by the monarchists, supported by the West and other opposing USSR countries. Red Khmers and monarchists, who created a new party led by Pol Pot, continue terrorizing the population. An American government views them as the real representatives of Cambodia in the UN. Now the Khmers, monarchists, and other Cambodian opposition is united. We need to decide what to do. We must negotiate with the most rational Khmers, I feel. Thanks to the successful work of the KGB, Tar Mok received false information about the betrayal of one of his political opponents, Son Sen. So he told about the betrayal to Pol Pot. The result is the murder of Son Sen and his family, ordered by Pol Pot himself. Immediately, the government of Cambodia declared the amnesty in exchange for giving up the rebel positions. Ieng Sari was the first one to respond and receive a permission to remove Palin province. The further split led to paranoia of Pol Pot, death of some other commanders, isolation and death of Pol Pot himself. Opposition is crushed and Cambodia is ours. Ha ha ha. Where's Cambodia? There's Cambodia. Cambodia is now in Comecon. Vietnam is in Comecon. Just missing Laos. Burma is in our sphere. Just missing Laos, and we have China surrounded. Relations with China are so shit. Invite Mongolia to the USSR. Can't do that until Mongolia has fallen. Send weapons to Afghanistan. Okay. Can't do the civil aid until the reserves are up, unfortunately. Generally concentrating on the Middle East and Asia, as you've seen. All right, let's continue. The anti-alcohol campaign is still going. Okay. What else? Profits are up. Science, look at the science. Okay, we've got a scientific decision, friends. So let us make a decision on what to do in science. We have a choice of increasing weapons, nukes, or the spy stations. Vote, or the fourth option, I guess, is trying to wait to get 1,000 points. So vote either 1,000 points, nukes or weapons, or the spy satellites. We can't do agriculture again. We don't have that option. We've got spy satellites, weapons, nukes, or wait for 1,000 points. People are saying 1,000 points. Okay, let's wait. Whack another 50 in there. Oh. Struggle against chemical weapons. Conference against chemical weapons takes place. As a result, representatives of 148 countries are ready to sign a declaration of the ban of poisonous gases, chemical and bacterial weapons. I refuse to sign the treaty. NATO countries also decline the negotiations. So there we go. Can I do anything in foreign? I thought we've got no diplomatic relations with the West again. Oh, because of détente. Because of détente. Okay. We've got the neo-colonial. Okay. Call the army in again. Romanian Revolution. Because of the horrible economic situation in Romania, poverty and hunger among its population, and a gigantic debt, another wave of protests happened in the country, and the soldiers shot the protesters, led to a revolution which quickly heats up in Romania. Insert the army and support Ceausescu's regime. Insert the army and overthrow the government. Don't attempt anything or support the revolutionaries. Let us install our own government, shall we? The army destroyed most of the opposition after arresting Ceausescu, judged him in a tribunal, and declared a new socialistic government. Good. Where's Romania? Good. Good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Very loyal. So with such high loyalty over there, I feel like we should be able to. I mean, what's the general loyalty in the USSR? In the Warsaw Pact. Where do I find that info? Warsaw Pact loyalty. What is it? I can't find it. Maybe it's in here. Anyway, we've got card system. We've got that. Got that. Basically, it is required for something here. The average loyalty was required for something that I wanted to do. Why has it gone down to that? Total media control. Art's in the hands of the party. They slipped somehow. There was something I wanted to do that I was being prevented because of the loyalty question. Where was it? The loyalty. Got the direct control. Can you remember what it was? I can't remember what it was. There was something I wanted to do that it was this. Can't do that yet. I can't do that because of that. Okay. Islamic perestroika. Recently, communistic regime came to power in Iran. Radical change from right Islamists to left socialists led to the instability and demanded more changes. As a result, government of Iran declared political and religious reforms. Send the army. Our forces managed to stop the capitalist coup in Iran. The government returned to its former course. Good. 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 None of your Islamic subordination. I would like to set the government of Bulgaria to Leninism. If that's all right. Liberalization is too high in the country. Can invite some countries to the USSR, but it requires USA to have fallen, sadly. I would like to set a communist as the head of, so we basically need right. We need communists in all. Right. This is what we're going to need to do now. All of the republics need to have communists as the head of state. Communist, 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 communist. Communist, 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 communist. Armenia has a communist. Azerbaijan has a communist. Kazakhstan has a communist. Turkmenistan has a communist. Uzbekistan has a communist. Tajikistan has a communist. Kyrgyzstan has a communist. Yes. Good. Separatism in Soviet Ukraine. Unhappy local folk entered the streets with huge banners and began building the barricades, while also breaking into the administrative buildings. They demand independence. Send an army against the rebels. Soldiers successfully dispersed the crowd of separatists and arrested the instigators of this mess. Disgusting insubordination of those Ukrainians. Right. Now, why aren't they all communists? I set communists as the head of all of them. Separatism in Armenia. Send the army. Separatism in Belarus. Send the army. Separatism in Moldova. Send the army. Democratic movements in Russia. Send the army. Right, that was a spate of protest, wasn't it? Have you quite finished? Oh, look, Sudan. Sudan has come in to our purview. Okay, that's fine. What else is going on in the world? Oh, we can't use the army. Falsify the referendum. Give me 1 second. Right. Sorry, that was my apprentice again. Don't like the fact that they're not communists yet, as I requested. This just seems to have caused a lot of separatism. Why are we losing so much money? Oh. Disaster. It's going so well too. Maybe I should go back to that term where I did all of that. Send the army. We're back. We're back. We're back. Fucking hell. Congress of 1990. Congress of 1990. The next Congress of the CPU. The agenda is the most usual. The report of the Central Committee, the report of the Central Order Commission, debates on reports, discussions of pressing issues of the party's life. At the Congress, we must maintain the positions we have approved. Here we also bring down the punitive sword of the party to those who we are concerned about. Attack the Conservatives. All of those profits have gone. Army won't support me. Call help from the loyal population. Bollocks. Fuck's sake. Bullshit. Absolute Bullshit. Oh, get out, all of you.